Large buy.
What's going on? All right, hold on. I'm going to let the intro ride for a second and fix my screen.
Large buy.
All right. I think we're good to go. Let's do this. All right. I'll just fade that out. All right. Hope everyone is doing well. The markets have been crazy lately, so I'm going to get the Bitcoin chart on here, guys. We have a historic day pretty much for NASDAQ this whole week, really. So here's Bitcoin chart. Yesterday's news around tariff negotiations has sent the market into a big rally. Bitcoin recovered from, when I filled was at 78,800, so I kind of got a late fill, I think. When I add it to my position, it went all the way up to 83,500. Pretty much the previous week, mid, monthly open, quarterly open, bottom of this consolidation here. And now today we have seen a really big move, about $3,600. So back down to 79,000. So the last 4 hours we retraced that almost the entire move, but not all of it yet. So the fact that Bitcoin recovered so strongly, I want to see it, but we can see the zone that I drew out. We're still within the zone, so I'm not going to get too excited yet. I'd perhaps argue adding to my position at a breakout of the zone. I had this idea down here, or maybe that was one of my ads, and that played out for 1 hour, and then we kept going. So I actually do want to, let's look at my positions here. Let me get logged into my accounts. So let's look at how alts responded as well. So I'm kind of scared to look at ETH. Hold on 1 second. I got to get logged in. NQ has kind of established a low for the moment. It almost limited it down. Trying to get in my accounts. Okay, so we did retrace the entire move on ETH. Okay, so Bitcoin is holding stronger. So I'm going to focus on Bitcoin positions for now, looking at that. I bet we could see it very clearly if we look at the ETH BTC chart, which I'll pull up here. Still getting into my accounts. All right, let's look at ETH BTC. I don't know where it is on here. I'm just going to type it in. BitMEX, okay. This is a futures, whatever. Look at this. Definitely underperforming Bitcoin. Let's look at Solana. Solana's holding a little better than ETH even. All right, I think I'm in. All right, I'm all good to go. So I'm in my accounts. Let's look at. So I was looking at Link. I was looking at Sui. I was looking at. What else was I looking at? Solana. I already have that up. I want to put this one on ETH. Let's find out. ETH USD. This one I want on Bitcoin. This one, I mean, we could give it to Litecoin. Litecoin doesn't look too pretty. This one, let's set to, this one right here, set to Solana. Okay. Just kind of looking at a broader view of the market through multiple coins at once. Yeah, I mean, alts all look the same. Some got hit heavier than others. Like Litecoin looks like it got hit pretty heavy. Ethereum got hit really heavy. Bitcoin is holding the best out of these. Excuse me. So definitely would want to stay focused on Bitcoin. Maybe we do get a bounce here. I don't think there'd be a potential for me to day trade it. I'm not using leverage right now. So it'd be a really tight move to day trade this. 3%, maybe. Okay, so let's go into my accounts. 1 second. Okay, there we have it. So coming over to my accounts. Sorry, it took me a second to set that up. We can first just look at the portfolio. We can see we're pretty much where we're at before. So I'm going to bring up my trade journal. So I've been, I started a little late because the markets have been just so crazy. I was shorting NASDAQ today. And so I'm not looking to buy. I could have maybe put some limit orders to if I wanted any cheap trades in crypto. Otherwise, I was pretty much looking to sit on my hands and not buy anything while we're just plummeting, not try to catch a knife. Okay, so here's my trade journal. So I was at 77% exposure. And my account balance is pretty much just hovering around the same amount. So I'm down like 450 or whatever. Yeah, 430 right now. And I have 32% is USD. So my exposure is less now. So I have that going for me. So 4, 10, 25. And my current exposure is 70, 68, about 68%. Let's just say that. All right, so 68% exposure. So I have less exposure, which is good while it's down. And that's probably because my grid bot hedged. Let's see, going to grid bot. We must have hit some cells somewhere here. Or we can go to full screen. Oh, maybe we can't. Hold on. There we have it. Full screen, grid bot. Okay, so the BTC grid bot actually went back into profit, which is hilarious. So we must have hit some cells here. Yeah, we hit a few. So we did rebuy twice. We sold one at 81, one at 82, 800. So that's just making $5 per sell pretty much, which is nice. Before it was only making 287 per sell about, and I added to it and adjusted a little bit the grid, and so now we're making closer to $5 per sell. And I'm just going to let this go for now. So we're at the full position size. Going back to the bot view, we should be at, yeah, investment 1497. So we're at full size on that one. ETH. So this is what's hurting it the most right now, the P&L. So we are well below the range. So I had started this account funding it with ETH originally. And so I was holding a core ETH position, and that's why this doesn't have a stop loss. So I don't plan to put a stop loss on this either. I just like to have some ETH, and this is a way to have a hedged ETH long. If we get back into this range, I'll be selling off as we go up. So I'm just going to leave this be. It is a pretty aggressive breakdown, but I'm an ETH bull, and that's why I'm using a grid bot for this position. I want it to be a running position that hedges off though when it goes up. So I'm not going to do anything with this. I should maybe chart ETH real quick and see if there's any levels I really want to pay attention to. I'm watching NQ right now too. We're recovering a little bit on NQ from the lows. We didn't hit limit down. Okay, so looking at ETH, this is the hourly. So I mean, I definitely wouldn't want to. I have a level here. What is this level? Let's see. Going back to the daily. Oh, that's the middle of this range. So we're in Goblin Town. Right in the middle. I don't want to add. I don't want to do anything. I'd rather long a breakout above 2100. I mean, my line in the sand. I mean, if ETH went into the 3-digit, that would be crazy. Can it happen? For sure. I'm just not looking to sell ETH down here. I'm looking to buy ETH. And in Goblin Town, I'm not going to buy. So I'm just kind of stuck. I'm either going to buy higher or buy lower. If I buy lower, it's because I think it's a generational buy. I do think that all this tariff talk, you know, we could see things settle down as it gets priced into the market. So, I mean, how many times can it affect the market? Maybe it just keeps happening, or maybe we have a trend. Maybe we do keep bleeding out and going down lower. And if we see these lows, I'm going to want to be a buyer. So I don't really want a stop loss on this ETH position. How much invested in it is it right now? Let's see. I think it's $2,000. No, $1,000 invested. Yep, $1,000. Invest it. So I'm okay with that right now. It's down about 250 bucks. 240. And then so let's look at XRP. Bitstamp. Let me look at the other one. There we go. I mean, I think it's holding better than ETH. This is a daily. Let me move into the 1 hour. Yeah, it's holding better than ETH. Maybe even holding better than Bitcoin. So I think XRP looks strong. So if I do think it's a buy the dip opportunity, then I would maybe want to add to XRP. Excuse me. So this is maybe where I'd want to be adding with XRP. I'm at this full size, which is not that much. It's not. How much do I have in here? Let me see. It's a small position. 568. And so how much do I have in this entire portfolio? $25 USD. Oh, here it is. Tokens. $892. I want to be able to scalp. I don't want to only run grid bots. I could sell some of the ETH and put it in XRP. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take off. Guys, the market is moving. Wow. NQ is buying right now. Look at this. We are blasting. Holy smokes. All right, sorry guys. I'm going to watch this. This looks pretty crazy. That was a huge pump. Did we get any news or anything? That was wild. I entered a short on it on MNQ. I'm actually going to cover it. $170. And we're out. Okay. Boom. Sweet. I got in one at 435, 18,435, and I got out 18,362. Quick move. I should have gotten in two. That was actually a really nice trade. It was like 70 points. $35 points. I think it was like 73 points. Okay, so I'm distracted now. So I want to switch a little bit of my ETH for XRP. How much did I say XRP I have? I think I have 441. So I definitely wouldn't mind taking 500 from ETH. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the grid bot. Wow, it is still coming down. Okay, so I'm going to sell a little bit of my ETH. I'm going to edit. And remove. Right, current investment in the ETH is 15.06. Okay, so nice. It gives me a percentage. So all I have to do to edit it is do this. I'm gonna put it down to $1,000. There it goes. Whatever, that's good enough. 1,025. Same levels as before. Confirm. Something went wrong. Okay. Oh no, it's still working. Man, that sell off on NQ was ridiculous. Wow, NQ is still selling off. Okay, so I'm going to double check that my ETH position is all covered. It's still finish applying the changes maybe. Let's see. Reset. Yep. All right. And then I'm going to add 500 to the XRP. So I'm just swapping ETH for XRP. So I'm just kind of slowly altering my portfolio to try to be optimal. I'm just going to hit the plus. And I'm going to add 500 additional dollars. I can just type it in. And then now I need to make sure to sell off the extra ETH because I didn't convert it back to dollars. So I'll just go to Smart Trade. And any extra ETH I have here, I'll sell it back to USD. I'm going to sell all of it, market 100. Just a little bit left, and sell. Done. All right, so I have balanced out my portfolio. So I'm going to go ahead. Wow, we are selling off. I should have held that short. All right, so here we are. 32% USD now. And I should have more more XRP. But I don't. It might take it a second for all those orders to go through. Man, it is selling off like crazy. So how's Bitcoin being affected by that? XRP is going down. Oh, I somehow, I don't know why I did that. When you click it too many times, it makes them all that. Okay, Bitcoin's coming down. Let's move down time frame to the 15-minute. We might be making lows. Trading well below the initial balance from the market open. Clean breakdown. I don't think I added to that XRP trade correctly. Okay, so I'm going to fix that. I just double checked it. XRP. Oh, it's still loading. That's probably why. Okay, so it's still filling that out. So I'm going to wait for that before I make sure that it did it right and get off. Whatever, I need to make sure it did it right. Otherwise, I might need to adjust it. It still hasn't completed yet, calculating. So it's not letting me add any more money to XRP until that's done. So I'm going to let that calculate. And then I'm just going to put my new total of my account exposure, percentage of exposure. Where is it? Right here. Before I get off. And then that's going to be it for today. I'm not entering any more trades right now. I'm happy with adjusting my portfolio to have a little more XRP than ETH, because ETH has been way weaker than XRP. XRP has been pretty strong. And I already have more Bitcoin, so I'm going to strengthen my XRP position. I'm just managing my portfolio slowly like this and keeping some dry powder on the side if we get a swing set up for a trade or a day trade, a scalp. Wow, we are still selling. All right, well, I'm going to leave it at that for today. I'm going to let this update, make sure all those orders get filled on the XRP, and then that's going to be it. Let's see, I'll double check one time. Otherwise, I'll let it. Because it has to make sure all the orders get filled when it places them. All right, so that's going to be it. My portfolio is managed. We have to be really careful these days with all the news. And I'm not trading any leverage, guys. I'm not trading any leverage here. Just trading spot, so... Yep. All right. I'm not going to do anything here. I'm tempted to add to Bitcoin. I'm just looking at this Bitcoin chart. Okay, so I'm going to keep an alert at Monday. It's low, above. Down here, I will definitely add. This is too close to where I added before. So I'm not going to add again here. I already added once here before. 78,800. So I've already added here before to Bitcoin. So I'm just going to do the thing with the XRP and wait. If we do see lower prices, I'll add to Bitcoin again. It's my current plan. Sweet, guys. Well, that's going to be it. I got everything journaled. No other changes, no other trades or anything. So that is going to be it for today. And stay safe out there, guys. Trade safe. And I'm going to be back with more updates, regular market updates, and look out for other content too, coming shorts and stuff like that. So make sure to subscribe and like. And thank you to my sponsor, 3commas. They're going to be running some specials for Easter. I don't have it ready to say anything about, but there's going to be some really good prices for Easter. So if you want to check out 3commas and maybe get prepared for that opportunity that's going to be there with the good discounts, then check for a link in the description. And let's see, I could also put it in the chat. Whatever, it's in the description. And that's going to be it. Yeah, I don't have the chat open right now. So I will be seeing you guys soon, and stay safe out there. And that will conclude it, guys. Let's see if Bitcoin stops going down, if we find the bottom, or otherwise I'm looking for Monday low. So this whole range here, I also have it just, yeah, this range, Monday's range is what I'm looking at. Monday high, Monday low. So since we broke back down into Monday's range, we're in the middle of it now. I don't really want to do anything here. I want to wait and maybe add to my Bitcoin if we come down here, or look for strong alts to add to altcoin swing. So I got my alert set, and I'll be looking out for these prices, and maybe jump back on if we're trading around there to make some trades, or tomorrow maybe I'll set some limit orders if there's anything I definitely want to buy when we're down there. But that's going to be my next move: set some limit orders, prepare some trade ideas using smart trades. And until then, though, I'm just going to be waiting here, sitting on my hands. So we are net long at about 68% exposure. So I am very long right now already. All right, guys. See you soon. All right, take it easy. Peace out. See ya. Ciao.